Calaroga Shark Media.
Good news. We got the $4,000 back. What's the story, Johnny Mac? And hi, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 Good News Stories. Well, the dog ate the $4,000. Guess how the owners got it back? Think about it. Yeah. The couple said their dog Cecil had never, in all his 7 years of life, got up on the counter. Clayton and Carrie had taken out cash to do a home improvement project. They left the envelope of money on the countertop. Cecil decided he was hungry. Clayton said, I just walked around the house doing stuff and came back, and then all of a sudden I walked in on Cecil standing over a pile of mutilated cash. It was so out of character. It didn't seem real. The dog seemed fine at first, till everybody was asleep, and then they heard that dog vomit sound. You know the sound if you have a pet. Clayton says, when you hear that, you immediately react. So I jumped out of bed and just made sure he didn't throw up anywhere. Not great. And then when I went to pick it up, I realized there's like a lot of half-eaten $100 and $50 bills here. Then some more bills came out, another system. The couple started trying to put the bills back together, and Clayton says, we hit this point of diminishing returns. We kind of called it quits after 2 or 3 days. They pieced together as many bills as they could. They had to have more than 50% of each bill to get their money back, and the bank swapped them out. In the end, they were able to get back $35.50. Clayton says it was an expensive puzzle. Carrie, the wife, says the bank was really nice about it, and the bank says it happens all the time. They said it actually happens quite a bit because money just picks up so many cents, especially if it's used in the food industry. I guess dogs pick up on that. They have such a good sense of smell, and something about it drove him crazy. Poor bankers. A conservation foundation in Ecuador protects 10% of the world's bird species. The Jocotoco Foundation, established in 1998, has emerged as a formidable force in biodiversity conservation. The foundation started when they needed to safeguard the Jocotoco antipita, a bird species discovered in 1997. The foundation now has 15 reserves across Ecuador. In Australia, they're continuing to rehabilitate the populations of White's seahorse, referred to as an Australian icon. Hundreds of White's seahorses released into the waters north of Newcastle into specially made hotels as part of the largest release of captive bred seahorses in history. Now, a tide pool north of Sydney Harbor will become the latest release site for the seahorses. They were bred at Sea Life Aquarium in Sydney. Swimmers at Clontarf may be able to see the seahorses clinging to the habitat net in the tidal pool, but are encouraged, don't bug the seahorses, will ya? Very environmental today, especially after that first story with the dog and the money. An indie soul band is making danceable protest songs about climate change. The New York City-based indie soul band Melt has taken a distinctive and earnest approach on TikTok. One of Melt's standout tracks is Walk to Midnight, featuring their TikTok content. The lyrics are pointed. Do you know what you did? Did you have a good time while you threw it away? You wanted to own it, honey, it ain't yours to take. Melt aims to infuse everyday context with heavy-handed yet accessible messages about climate change and related issues. We started with poop, let's end with poop. A firm has developed jet fuel made entirely from human poo. I guess this is kind of awesome, right? Since we're generating a lot of that every day. James Highgate from Firefly Green Fuels said, we wanted to find a really low-value feedstock that was highly abundant, and of course, poo is abundant. Highgate was looking for ways to make green jet fuel. He tried waste oils, waste food, even agricultural scraps. Then they experimented with human waste. The sewage solids are chemically treated and end up as pure kerosene. The bio-crude acts just like crude oil and can be converted into kerosene. He's done the math. Each human, he calculates, makes enough sewage in a year to produce 4 to 5 liters of biojet fuel. To fly a passenger jet from London to New York would need the annual sewage of 10,000 people, and another 10,000 people to come back. The future is going to be amazing, isn't it? And that's your 5 good news stories for today. If you enjoy the program, tell a friend about it. Share the episode link. They might like the show, Appreciate you listening. Have a great day.